After the success of the Galaxy Note 3, it kinda makes sense that Samsung would wanna ride that wave and come out with a lower spec variant. Enter the Galaxy Note 3 Neo. Is it any good, or is it just another Samsung phone in Samsung's insanely huge lineup that you really shouldn't care about? Well, let's find out. Before we do, if this is your first time here, or if you just try to recollect the number of Galaxies Samsung released in the last year, and your head's spinning to a point that you just cannot remember anything, my name's Ash and you're watching C4E Tech. Let's get started. Let's start with the build. The Note 3 Neo takes design cues from both the Galaxy Note 3 and the Galaxy Note 2. The back's plastic, albeit with the faux leather finish that we first saw on the Note 3. The sides though do not have the Note 3's groove pattern, instead resemble the Note 2. When it comes to button placements, it's business as usual. The Note 3 Neo retains the menu key from the Note 3 instead of the Open Apps key that Samsung's been incorporating onto its tablets and phones recently. The S Pen is identical to the one found on the Galaxy Note 3 with 1024 levels of pressure sensitivity. It's flat on both sides and can be popped in either way. It's worth noting that the Note 3 Neo retains the IR blaster from the Note 3, but it is missing the gesture sensor and the third microphone. The display is similar to the one found on the Galaxy Note 2. That is, the Note 3 Neo features a 5.5-inch 720p Super Amoled HD display, giving it a pixel density of 267 pixels per inch. Keep in mind, unlike with the Note 3, the display on the Note 3 Neo does not utilize a pental matrix. While not the sharpest of displays, it does look good. Super AMOLED packs quite a punch, viewing angles are great, and sunlight legibility is outstanding. Underneath the hood, the Note 3 Neo is powered by the Exynos 5260 hexa-core chipset. This is the first time that we are seeing the Exynos 5260 in action. It houses two Cortex A15 cores clocked at 1.7 GHz each, with four low-powered Cortex A7 cores clocked at 1.3 GHz each, coupled with a Mali T624 GPU and 2 GB of RAM. It is also worth noting that the Note 3 Neo, unlike the Galaxy Note 3 and the Galaxy S4 before it, has HMP or heterogeneous multiprocessing enabled. What this means is that with the S4 or the Note 3's octa-core chipsets, it is either the high-powered cores or the low-powered cores that would run. They could not all be used simultaneously. Here with the Exynos 5260, all 6 cores can be utilized simultaneously, giving it an extra bit of performance as and when needed. This reflects in real-time scenarios like gaming. The Note 3 Neo had no issues. It ran graphically intensive titles pretty smoothly. When it comes to audio quality, the downwards facing internal speakers are loud enough, on par with the ones found on the Note 3. When it comes to audio playback via the included earphones, just like with the Note 2 and the Note 3, there's nothing to complain about. All's good. All this is powered by a 3100 mAh user replaceable battery, and as always with the Note series, the battery delivers here too. On a looping video playback tests, we got a little over 11 hours of video playback before the Note 3 Neo ran out of juice. With moderate usage, the Note 3 Neo should have absolutely no issues getting you through a full day or maybe even 2 on a single charge. On the back, we have an 8-megapixel camera and it performs above expectations. While pictures taken with the Note 3 Neo don't have the same level of detail as the ones shot by the Note 3 or even the S4, they still look good. Pretty sharp with natural colors. The camera can also shoot 1080p videos at 30 frames per second and the quality is actually good. The UI is similar to what we've been seeing from Samsung. A dial that lists a bunch of different modes, some modes like dual camera, the 360-degree panorama, the golf swing, etc. that we saw with the Galaxy Note 3 are noticeably missing here. Now moving on to the software, the Note 3 Neo still runs on Android 4.3 Jelly Bean with Samsung's custom Touchwiz Ui on top. A 4.4 update should happen, but when? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Well, your guess is as good as mine. Anyway, the UI feels responsive and there's nothing new here. It's the same TouchWiz that we've seen with the Galaxy Note 3, air commands work, S-Finder, S-Memo, S-Voice, it's all still there. I have a full 2-part video on tips and tricks for the Galaxy Note 3 and that video will still be applicable to the Note 3 Neo. Barring the gesture controls part of course, since the Note 3 Neo doesn't sport a gesture sensor. Anyway, I'll leave a direct link to that video right below the like button in the description. Feel free to check them out if you're interested. The internal storage is 16 gigs, of which about 11 GB is available to the end user. You can, however, add microSD cards up to 64 gigs. To be honest, the initial impression that I had when I first came across the Note 3 Neo spec sheet was that this was just a Note 2 dressed up to look like a Note 3. meant to cash in on all the hype surrounding the Note 3. I'm happy to say it ain't so. In terms of synthetic benchmark numbers, the Note 3 Neo performs a lot closer to the Note 3 rather than the Note 2. And in real-time usage, the hexa-core Exynos 5260 keeps things chugging along quite well. Everything's fast with only the occasional hint of lag. Now we get to the price. At the time of the Note 3 Neo's launch, it was priced at 41,000 rupees. Remember, the Note 3 is already available in stores here in India for 43,500 rupees. That was ridiculous, and surprisingly, Samsung realized it, and the price on the official store was cut to 38,990 within 24 hours. Today, it's available for approximately 34,000 rupees. That's almost 10,000 rupees cheaper than the Note 3. So with the Note 2 selling for about 27k, we have two questions to answer here. 1. Does it provide enough value to warrant the extra 7k over the Galaxy Note 2? The answer to this question is very simple. Yes, it does. Performance and refinements alone, in my honest opinion, are worth the extra premium over the Note 2. Number 2. With the Note 3 priced about 10k higher, shouldn't you just get the Note 3 instead? The answer to this question, however, isn't quite as simple. Yes, the Note 3 is definitely the better device, and if you can get that, by all means, please do. However, if you're restricted to this price range, then the Note 3 Neo seems to not be all that bad a device. If you're curious to see what exactly the differences are between the two, I'll be doing a video on exactly that, and I will leave a link to that video right below in the description as well, so feel free to check that out. So I guess that pretty much brings us to the end of this review. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and for more videos like these, make sure you stay subscribed. And if you guys do want to pick up the Note 3 Neo, you can do that from Amazon. I'll leave direct links right below again. And the dual SIM variant of the Note 3 Neo can be purchased from merrymobiles.com. I'll leave a link to that as well. So I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you guys soon in the next one. Till then, this is Ash here from C4E Tech signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye now.